Now know the names of the two people who died when a small plane crashed in Litchfield on Tuesday evening. The Kennebec County Sheriff's Office says the instructing pilot, 69-year-old James Shepard Kegel of North Yarmouth, and student pilot, 37-year-old Jumaine Omar Stanley Melville of Florida, died in the crash. A spokesperson for the Federal Aviation Administration says the plane crashed into a field just after 5:30 p.m. Right now, it's still unclear what led to the crash. The New England branch of the FAA says the plane had taken off from Lewiston on Tuesday, bound for Wales, Maine. Investigators were still on scene today, with cleanup expected to last into tomorrow.